Mic check 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. How has the last 12 months been since you opened T2FIT 2.0?
Well, it's hard to say really, because the journey goes back about 5 years ago.
Where did your journey begin?
So personally, my journey began in a commercial gym. For 2 years I worked out of that gym and really just kind of learnt my craft and started to realise that there was other things that I wanted to pursue in terms of what I wanted to give to my clients, as well as a service to a bigger audience. So I opened up my first location in Old Coulsdon in 2017. When we opened at the time, it was Old Fitness. As it was in Old, I thought that would probably be the best name to go for. I soon started to realise that what we had was much bigger than just being at one location, and that ties back into where we are today. So we decided to change the name to T2FIT, otherwise known as Transform to Fit. So from spin classes to boot camps to one-to-one personal training, I really did everything on my own, and it got to a stage of where we were kind of oversubscribed and for me personally a bit burnt out. So it was a really challenging year moving into 2020, obviously, as everybody knows, lockdowns, and moving on to an online platform where we were helping our members. We were restricted with what we could do in terms of an experience and as a service, and we found that people really missed that community feel of being in a gym. And it really started to get me going with, like, how can we make T2FIT better? And it gave me a chance to sit back and go, where do I want T2FIT to be in the next 5 years? And the only way I knew that would be able to grow was to be able to get a team around me, as well as move to a new location where we could put our stamp on it. Take you over to the side that has had its first coat. Not looking too bad. Look at that, very nice. Of course, the beams through the middle are all going to be decorated. They're going to be black. But I thought this video would be great to give you some perspective as to what you can expect in terms of colour. So this wall over here, you're going to expect a matte black, as well as the wall down the end there. It's funny because a lot of people were saying that you're crazy opening up a gym in the middle of a pandemic. But actually the year before that, where we had found out we were going into a lockdown, we pivoted really well onto an online platform where we were helping our members, keeping up with their training, but we soon started to realise that the momentum was starting to drop from people's attendance to actually what they were feeling being at home, and they wanted to get out into a community where they could be around other like-minded people and train in an atmosphere and be around coaches that actually care about them. And it really motivated me and inspired me to think of the greater vision of the business and where we wanted to take T2FIT. At the time we had no one else apart from myself, and now we've grown the team to 10 people. So we're now in a much better location. We're in a gym where we've been able to put our stamp on it, and now being able to offer over 100 sessions across the week, as well as having over 150 members. It's been a great journey. Obviously the biggest win for us has been able to help as many individuals as possible. So having transformed over 300 people's lives is really important to us, and it really makes us pinch ourselves. But the most important factor of us being able to hit 300 people's lives is the team that we have here at T2FIT. From the coaches, the front of house, to Hannah who runs the marketing, to Mel who's sorting out everyone's nutrition. There's really a big role for everybody to play in those 300 people's lives, from the welcome that people get when they walk through the door, to the adjustments and the technique that gets changed and tweaked in a small group personal training session, to the energy that we bring in our large group sessions. There's really no place like T2FIT.